So one thing I was thinking about when I was coming to your office today, that I was thinking about it, I'm like, I'm on my Google Maps and it's bringing me right to your office, and I'm like, imagine being a realtor 25 years ago. Holy crap! Like you're with the map in the front of the like, I could not. There's a thing out there that could teach you how to do anything you want to do, and it's free. Okay? It's Google, right? How do I post a TikTok video? Enter on Google. Literally, like we had to, like, what? How did we learn things? Like in 20 years ago, 30 years ago, there was no social media. So one thing I was thinking about when I was coming to your office today, that I was thinking about it, I'm like, I'm on my Google Maps and it's bringing me right to your office, and I'm like, imagine being a realtor 25 years ago. Holy crap! Like you're with the map in the front of the like, I could not. So I was thinking that as I'm driving here, I'm like, you guys have it so easy, right? You just plug in the address and you look like you know what you're doing. Like you're like, oh, I know this area like the back of my hand. No, you don't. You don't know the area. But no, it's crazy to me. But you know what? It's like, and then so the reason I was thinking about that is I was relating it to, I hear people that say, well, they compare it to the younger folks that are really good at TikTok or really good at Instagram or really good at Facebook. And they say, well, I didn't grow up with that. So, it's like your great-great-grandmother didn't have dishwashers and washing machines. So they're jealous of you that you had that stuff. And so now we're looking at the younger folks saying, well, they just know the technology better than us. They're just better at it. It doesn't have to be the case. I follow plenty of people online that are way older than I am that are really freaking good at social media. And they didn't grow up with it either. So not growing up with it and us not knowing, like you didn't grow up riding a bike, but you learned how to freaking do it, right? You didn't try to ride a bike one time and fell off and said, I'm just gonna quit because it doesn't work. For me, like, if you ask my wife, she'll tell you, what doesn't work for me is a screwdriver. Like it sucks for me. It doesn't mean the screwdriver doesn't work. It's just, I don't know how to apply the screwdriver to the project correctly. So my wife knows that so it's not that social media doesn't work. I can promise you. I was on a flight to Vegas last summer and I had 4 hours to kill, 5 hours to kill on a flight. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups with all these people that are buying properties, and there's 30, 40, 50,000 people in these groups of these short-term vacation rental buyers. And so I'm in these Facebook groups, and what I don't do is I'm not the drunk guy at the bar slipping my card, I'm educating. So I look for opportunities in there to, if I see people with questions or being given bad advice, that I can kind of jump in and say, well, this is the way you need to approach that. This is the way you need to approach this. It's not like, here's my mortgage program, here's my mortgage flyer. Like, it's like, that's like the equivalent of you posting your real estate picture. I never use freaking flyers. Nobody cares. Like, I just don't use flyers. I try to come in here and educate you guys. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying flyers might not work. I'm not saying that posting a picture might not get your attention. Pictures are really good for running ads because people, it stops them, and if you're running an ad and you see a beautiful home, they're gonna slow down and they might click, right? So just make sure that the message behind the ad is really good, because the house is not, it's not gonna sell them.